Welcome back to another home workout, and today we're focusing purely on a single pair of dumbbells. So in the comfort of your own home, the only thing we're going to need today is the single pair of dumbbells that you have, your body weight and a chair. Very simple, but as per usual, first thing we're going to do is conduct your warm-up. So once again, we're just mobilizing all the main muscles, all the main joints, and loosening ourselves off a little bit. I like to do 2 sets of each movement, so we've got 10 arm windmills going forward and 10 going back, and then we do the same with opening the hips, 10 on your right, 10 on your left, and then we close them as well. You may have seen this one at the studio. It's one of my favourites. It's a really simple one, just to get all the main muscles and joints a little bit looser. It's a bit chilly out here today. Yeah, and just move on to some nice easy bodyweight squats. Again, just loosening yourselves off really. And again, just some bit of mobility work. So some side lunges, just hold it for 2 to 3 seconds each side. Feeling a bit tight from yesterday's home workout, to be honest. Things feeling a little bit tighter than usual, but just easing off as we move through morning's warm-up, or today's warm-up, depending on what time of day you're watching this. Backward stepping lunges, just again a couple of seconds down at the bottom, just to open up those hips a little bit. I don't really worry too much about how many reps I do. If I'm completely honest, it's more of the fact of when I get feedback that things are a little bit looser, and any aches or pains that I did have go away in that particular area. But again, like I said, I like to do 2 rounds. So let's go back to those bodyweight squats. Should be getting a little bit warmer now. I mean, my heart rate's at 100 beats per minute, whereas it usually sits at about 60, there or thereabouts. So I can definitely tell I'm getting a little bit warmer. And I know that as well because my heart rate's up, breathing rate's up a little bit, and I'm not so cold now. It's quite fresh out here today. Excuse me if you're getting a bit of feedback on the mic in terms of me sniffing or being out of breath, but it's all part and parcel. I've listened to you lot panting enough, and all the moans and groans and the noises that you lot make. So you can now listen to me whilst we go through today's workout. So my legs are getting nice and toasty now. Now, depending on whether you're completing this indoors or outdoors, you might want to mobilise your upper body a little bit more. Maybe do some cobra press ups, some thoracic mobility. Again, the movements you usually do at the studio, but I'm in a very muddy area on some wet grass today, and whilst I thought it was a good idea, it may prove not to be. But I'm warmer, just gonna get the body moving a little bit more before I move into my first exercise. We're going to keep these workouts really simple. Again, today, like I said, just the pair of dumbbells that you've got. It does even work with kettlebells, so if you did, or if you have a pair of kettlebells at home, tin of baked beans, a couple of litre bottles of water, anything that's a bit weighted, it will help. Your body weight, and a chair. Kitchen table chair, dining room table chair, whatever. Okay, so first things first. 6.5 minute warm up, touching on 7 minutes, heart rate's up, and I'm good to go. So grab your dumbbells. First things first, squat and press. Squat and press 10 reps as the weights come up, touch on your shoulders. Let's go. 10, 9, 10. Set number 1 done. And the thing is, when you're training in the comfort of your own home and you haven't got the accountability of having a coach watch you or a training partner, it's very easy to be like, you know what, I'll sack it off. But one set at a time, know that you've only got 3 sets to do. We've ticked off one. Once we've ticked off the next one, set's practically done and dusted. So I'm going to challenge you to be like me and train out of breath this morning, or today, whenever you're watching this one back. So we're going to keep rest periods quite low. Let's go for set number 2. Whew. Again, use your rest periods to get a drink of water, catch breath. It's amazing how simple a workout can be. It can still get you working quite hard. A lot of people think you need a lot of equipment. Needless to say, you don't. You need a lot of creativity and a lot of ideas, but it's ever so simple after that. Okay, third and final set, we can tick this one off. Let's go. Okay, catch your breath, get a mouthful of water. As I said, we're not being daft, we're getting the body moving, we're keeping the rest periods quite minimal, and we're going to enjoy keeping ourselves moving in a time where you'll probably face with a bit of isolation or, you know, limited movement in terms of being able to get out and about. So, exercise number 1, done. Dumbbell squat and press, 3 sets of 10. We're now going to move on to 3 sets of 10, bent over a row. Both arms working simultaneously. No need to do alternate arms. Again, keeping rest period down relatively quite low. So we're already 10 minutes into a great workout. So what I want you to do, remember this setup, hands on your knees, tailbone out, none of this, tailbone chest. We grab those dumbbells that are starting to get a little bit wet and a little bit muddy now. And we do 10 reps. Now, you can probably hear that I'm catching my breath right now, and that's because although it's great that we've got one pair of dumbbells, for that particular exercise I would have needed a heavier pair. So squat and press, total body, got the legs working, got the glutes working, the core, the shoulders and the arms, whereas this is primarily a pulling exercise, so therefore it's going to work mainly your back and your biceps. Now with that, I'm quite strong in that movement, therefore I could deal with maybe double this weight. Now, don't change your reps, just go with the flow. I'm not going, well I should do 20 reps, I'm keeping it simple, 3 sets of 10. Just getting that body moving, that heart rate going, body ticking over. Set number 2. So again, they're becoming quite easy now, but heart rate's still 140 beats per minute. I'm doing pretty well. I will come inside once I've finished this, young man, of course. The beauty of children, eh? So innocent. Okay. So, third set, third and final. Let's go. Okay, so 2 of the exercises down so far this morning. Third one, we're going back to lower body. We're going for everybody's favourites, which is your split squats. So the reason why we've got your chair involved is that you can have your rear foot on the chair, complete your split squats. Now it's 3 sets on both legs, okay? So let's expect that heart rate to go pretty high again. Beautiful singing, Maxwell, well done, mate. Bless him. Okay, again keeping rest periods nice and low. Check, make sure you've got a pretty stable surface. Back foot on, 10 reps each side. Okay, nice and controlled. Straight in to the opposite leg. Don't lose your balance. Straight in. Okay, 1 set done. Again, heart rate will go a bit higher this time. Whew. Like I said, everybody's favourites. Strangely enough, I'm actually a big fan of those. Not necessarily today, mind you, but in general, great exercise to do. And ones that you can really feel the body get stronger from. Unilateral exercises to work in one side of the body and then the other. Great way of identifying weaknesses, primarily what leg's stronger, what movements you have, what range of movements you don't have, and you can really build on those. So again, let's keep it going. Try to balance now. I'm training in a bit of an old school goal now. Don't know whether to dive in this in a bit. Okay. Step number 2. Again, straight from one leg to another. Lost my balance a little bit there. Ooh. Burn. Shake your legs off. Do whatever you need to do in your rest period. Get a drink. Entertain the children. Catch your breath. So we're 16 and a half minutes in. Inaccurately accurate. 150 calories burnt. Not bad for 15-16 minutes work. Not that there's any science in it, but one of the things I like to do is match the minutes to the calories. So if I train for half an hour, I want 300 calories. If I train for 16 minutes, for example, I want 160 calories. Like I said, they're inaccurately accurate, but it's a bit that makes me tick, makes me work. So again, covered in a bit of mud now. Set number 3, third and final set. Hazard is becoming a little bit slippier. Let's go. Lost balance. 10. Beautiful. One of the worst exercises for most of you guys, if you don't particularly like them. Done and dusted. So far, 3 sets of 10 squat and press, 3 sets of 10 bent over row, and 3 sets of 10 split squats, rear foot elevated on each side. So moving back on to upper body now. I'm going to get dirty. You guys might be doing this in the comfort of your own home, which is absolutely fine, but we're going to move on to floor press. So if I had a bench or my stability balls inside, I could use that, but I assume that the majority of you won't have a bench and you might not have a Swiss ball. But floor press is a great exercise to do if you don't have access to that type of equipment. The edge of your sofa works really well, the edge of your bed works really well, but if not, I mean, it's muddy out here. Let's get into it. So all I'm going to do, Max is going to love this. You should come out and join in. Oh, so on your back, one dumbbell in each hand to the floor. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Now the good thing about this is you can just wait, rest them on your chest, rest them on your chest, I'd keep my rest periods quite small, because again, this is nowhere near as heavy as I'd like it to be. But you gotta do what you gotta do and make the most of what you got. So set number 2. Lost count already. 4 maybe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, you should ideally keep your head back and down throughout, keep a neutral spine, but I've seen a few worms in this mud patch already this morning. Don't really fancy them wiggling around the back of my head. Okay, rest period really low again. Let's go. Final set, number 3. Good. Easy. Plug them in, drop them down, up onto our feet nice and slowly. You may not be covered in mud, you may not be soaking wet, but it's actually good fun. It reminds me of childhood football training, when the challenge was to annoy your parents and see how muddy you could come home, regardless of how much it upset them. Okay, final exercise for this morning session, or today's session, like I said, whenever you're watching this back. We're going back to lower body. Okay, now we're going to have a slight difference. We're going to go for a single leg RDL. So if you can't do a single leg and it just doesn't work for you and you can't get the coordination, go to standard RDL. So here we go. Mud patches galore. Okay, grab your weights. So your standard RDL is feet hip width apart. We know this. We keep that spine nice and long. Okay, that's your standard RDL. It's a different profile. I'll do my first set as a standard RDL. We stretch and we squeeze. I'll do the final 2 sets as single leg. No idea how many reps. 3, 2, 1 more. Again, short rest period. So like I said, if you can't get the balance and you can't get the technique, don't stress. These sessions aren't to progress you necessarily. There'll be some certain exercises that will get you out of breath. There'll be certain exercises that will challenge you. However, for the grand scheme of things, it's about keeping you moving. It's about getting that heart rate up, getting the body moving, keeping that mental health nice and strong, keeping that stress management relatively low, offsetting some daily energy, and just like I said, getting your body moving. So there's 2 options. You can keep one foot slightly grounded on your tiptoe while the other working leg does what it needs to do, or you can lift it off the floor. Leave your ego at home, make sure it's the quality of movement. So for these final 2 sets, I've got to go right leg, left leg, break, right leg, left leg, break. So I'm going to set myself up, make sure I'm pretty balanced. Okay, so this is tiptoe. So if you wish to do your RDL here, let's go. I'll do the first 5 reps like this. And in the final 5 reps, if you have the balance and you want to challenge yourself, it comes up. See, hard work to balance this. 5, good. Straight into the opposite leg. Again, just tiptoe to begin. Stretch, squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to make it a bit harder. Up it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make your choice. Either go standard, both feet down, work it through that way. Take your time, keep the spine nice and long, chin tucked in. tiptoe on the non-working leg just to give you that extra bit of balance. But if you really want to challenge yourself, get your foot up. That works on proprioception, stability of the ankle, the knees, the hips, etc. But if you're not there, that's absolutely fine. Remember, this isn't to make any of, don't get me wrong, if you want to use that as a progression over the next few weeks, great. That's not the goal of this kind of home workout videos. Okay. Last set before we stretch. Final one then. So 3 reps of each I'm going to do, and then a final one with whatever feels good. Standard. 1. Remember, it's your choice which one you want to do. There's 3 options there. Whoa. With balance, Lee. And there you have it. 26.5 minutes to get your day done, started, dusted, whatever it is. So whilst we take a moment just to be grateful that we still have the health to be able to do it and the opportunity to get the body moving, let's reverse that warm up and take ourselves back into a nice little cool down, where the aim is to pretty much get the body back to its original state. So using this opportunity just to concentrate on breathing. If you've been like me and you're training outside, it's actually quite beautiful, really. Listen to that. Spring is in the air. I feel better already. Heart rate's coming down. Oh, well. I said that was a worm. Didn't see that one. That's the same size as a snake. How about this one for size? I'm a bit squeamish, to be fair, but... Whoa! Where's he going? Max will love that. He'll come out in a bit. Yeah, bugs. They're not my thing. So when I say squeamish, I'm not squeamish, I just don't like worms and spiders. However, Max does. Hopefully you enjoyed that one today. So that just goes to show how good you can have a 30-minute workout even with just one piece of equipment and a chair, your body weight. Really, really good, really effective. And I don't know about you, but I feel great. Really, really good. So once again, apologies for if you don't like the sound of my heavy breathing for half an hour, but I've had to listen to yours for quite some time. So we can call ourselves even after this. Again, with your stretches, it's always just whatever feels tight for you. Loosening yourselves off. Concentrating on that breathing and returning the body back to its original state, or as close to a resting state as it can be. So again, I don't really know what the noise has been like on here today, whether you've got some wind, maybe the sound's a bit muffled. But hopefully this been enjoyable nonetheless. So until next time, keep yourself fit, keep yourself active, drink plenty of water, and nourish yourself as best as you can. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, guys.